In 1999, a man walked out of his house and was never seen again. For over 2 decades, there were no calls, no sightings, no clues. But then yesterday, something impossible happened. His name popped up online.
Active on Facebook.
But the truth behind this comeback is more disturbing than you think. It was June 14th, 1999, the last morning James Allen was seen alive. He left for work like he always did, neat shirt, half-drunk coffee in hand, and his usual nod to the mailman. In a small town like Bridgewater, Ohio, routine was sacred. James didn't break routine, but that day something shifted. By noon, he hadn't called the store. His wife, Claire, assumed he was busy. But by 3 p.m., she felt it. Mother of one, she wasn't prone to panic unless her instincts screamed. She dialed his number. By 6 p.m., she was at the police station, filing a report. They searched everywhere. His favorite fishing spots, a nearby motel, the Whispering Pines woods, no blood, no car, no struggle, nothing. The only clue came 3 days later, a park. Ranger found James's wallet and keys on a bench near a forgotten trail. Nothing was stolen. ID still inside. The only thing missing was James. As months turned into years, theories exploded. Some said he faked it, ran off to escape debt. Others whispered he was silenced. One story claimed he found something buried in his store basement, something he wasn't supposed to see. The police gave up by 2005, Claire. Dead. She kept his clothes untouched. Kept the answering machine with his voice still saved. Hey, it's James. You know what to do. His daughter, Lucy, turned 18 not knowing if her father was dead, or hiding then. Just as time swallowed the memory of him, something happened. June 25, 2025, Claire was checking Facebook on her phone when a notification popped up. James Allen, active no, she stared. Her hands trembled. Was it a hacker? A sick joke? She clicked the profile. The same photo from 1998? Only one new update. Hello. That single word would ignite a global firestorm. James Allen was alive. The man who logged into Facebook wasn't the same man who vanished. Within 6 hours of that active now status, FBI agents were at Claire's doorstep. They had traced the IP. James had logged in from a public library in Montana, over 1,600 miles away from where he disappeared. The next day, they found him. He didn't run. He didn't resist. He looked up at the agents and said only one thing. Is Claire okay? When Claire arrived, she didn't recognize him. His beard was long, his eyes hollow. Like he'd seen too much, like part of him never made it back. James had no ID, no phone, no money, just the same boots he wore in 1999. After 72 hours of questioning, he finally spoke. I was taken, kept underground for 14 years, then, they let me out. But they warned me, don't talk. So I hid. For 12 more years. Yesterday, I just, snapped. I needed to say hello. His voice shook as he whispered. They're still watching. Investigators were stunned. He described a compound hidden in the Appalachian foothills. Rooms underground, no windows, voices through speakers, no names. No escape. He didn't know who they were. He only remembered the sound of dripping water, the smell of bleach, and a symbol etched on every door, a circle inside a triangle. When agents returned to Whispering Pines Forest, they found something, an old storm drain sealed with rusted chains. Inside, signs of movement, scratches, and that same triangle symbol, spray-painted in red. But the biggest shock came a week later. On July 3rd, 2025, another man is missing since 2004. Logged into his LinkedIn account, then another, and another. It's all gone for over a decade. All logging in from nearby towns in Montana and West Virginia. Was it a secret human experiment? A mind control facility? A cult? A military black site? James refused to say more. He now lives in a protected witness location, far from Claire and Lucy. They spoke once on a monitored call. He said only 3 words. I never left. He logged off Facebook forever, On July 3, 2025, another man, missing since 2004, logged into his LinkedIn account. Then another and another. All gone for over a decade. All logging in from nearby towns in Montana and West Virginia. Was it a secret human experiment? A mind control facility? A cult? A military black site? James refused to say more. He now lives in a protected witness location, far from Claire and Lucy. They spoke once, on a monitored call. He said only 3 words: "I never left." And just like that, he logged off Facebook forever. On July 3, 2025, another man, missing since 2004, logged into his LinkedIn account. Then another and another. All gone for over a decade. All logging in from nearby towns in Montana and West Virginia. Was it a secret human experiment? A mind control facility? A cult? A military black site? James refused to say more. He now lives in a protected witness location, far from Claire and Lucy. They spoke once, on a monitored call. He said only 3 words: "I never left." And just like that, he logged off Facebook forever. On July 3, 2025, another man, missing since 2004, logged into his LinkedIn account. Then another and another. All gone for over a decade. All logging in from nearby towns in Montana and West Virginia. Was it a secret human experiment? A mind control facility? A cult? A military black site? James refused to say more. He now lives in a protected witness location, far from Claire and Lucy. They spoke once on a monitored call. He said only 3 words: "I never left." Like that, he logged off Facebook forever. James Allen wasn't the only one. There's more missing people logged into their accounts across the country. The FBI quietly opened a covert investigation labeled Project Silent Echo. 19 missing persons, all presumed dead, all suddenly back online saying almost nothing. Some said, "I'm okay." Some said, "They let me out." One wrote just 1 word: "Watch." None of them explained who they were. But when the FBI analyzed metadata, from the Facebook logins, a pattern emerged. All accounts were accessed through outdated library systems. All libraries within 30 miles of an old military base, Fort Riker. Fort Riker had been decommissioned in 1998. The timeline fit too perfectly. So agents infiltrated the old base, posing as construction inspectors. Inside, they found dust, rust, and locked doors. One door led to a sealed elevator, another to a fake wall. Behind that wall was a stairwell. That stairwell went down, way down. The team descended with body cams. After 3 floors underground, they reached a hallway. Steel doors, each with that same red triangle and side circle symbol. On the floor, embedded in the tile, Project Liminal rooms were empty, but left in a hurry. Documents still on desks. Chairs knocked over. One corner, a surgical table with dried restraints, and then a vault door. Inside, a server room. One screen still glowing, a looping message: "Test subjects compromised. Initiate protocol e-memory bleed imminent." They pulled the servers, and what they found on them changed everything. Each file was labeled after a missing person: YA_001 James Allen, LG_014 TR_008. All subjects had undergone a classified program called LIM, INAL, liminal integration of memory, identity, and neural adaptation layers. It was mind control, or something far worse. They weren't just held, they were reprogrammed over years. Sleep deprivation, sensory manipulation, identity stripping, then memory injection. Each subject was forced to relive simulations, hundreds of them designed to train obedience under stress. But to what end? Then came the twist. Project Liminal wasn't abandoned. In 1999, it was transferred to a private corporation. The documents listed a name: Neurion Dynamics, a biotech company that doesn't exist. Its website is just a homepage. No contact, no board, no staff, just a quote: "To reshape the human mind, one must first unmake it." The IP address of the site was traced back to James Allen's Facebook login location. Agents returned to Montana. James was gone. The safe house empty. No struggle. No signs of life. Just a single page on the table. One word. End. The login stopped. The other returnees deleted their accounts. All calls went dead. The last sighting was in August 2025 at a gas station. Clerk reported a pale man with a triangle tattoo buying a burner phone. He paid in silver coins. The FBI has since classified the entire operation. No public statement. No press coverage, and the library where James first logged in. Burned in a faulty wiring fire last month, Claire still checks his profile every night. The status stays gray, but once, just once, she saw a green light blink. Active now, then gone. He disappeared in 1999, and came back with no memory of who he really was. But maybe that was the point. What if you woke up one day, realized your memories weren't yours, your thoughts weren't your own? They say James Allen was the first, but he won't be the last, because whatever took him is still out there. Subscribe if you want to know what's hiding in the shadows, because here at the Mind Vault, we don't just tell stories, we unlock them.